Pullman, Illinois, and to tell us a little bit about the place that she is part of a community in as well. So to get us started, I want to show us some visuals. So I'm going to share a little bit of my screen here and show us some of Pullman. Not Pullman, Slatersville. That would be a very different presentation from me. That would not be what we want to do. So I want to start by acknowledging and kind of anchoring us in where Slatersville is located. What are we talking about when we talk about this place? Several years ago, when I first started working on industrial history, I learned what a mill village was. And to tell you the truth, it really surprised me. I'd heard about factory towns, I've heard about places where people lived and worked in one really tight environment. And then I learned about Slatersville, and I've been interested in what exactly was going on in this place ever since. To give you some background, Slatersville was America's first mill village. What does this actually mean? Slatersville is a place that we can locate on a map, but part of why it's really important is what it represents, the way that it was developed into a place where people were not only part of industry, but a place where people lived in a very particular way as part of the support of that industry. And this is a historic view of Slatersville. To look at it on a map, Slatersville is close to two state lines. It's close to the state line that separates Massachusetts and Rhode Island, and not too far to the west, the state line with Connecticut. This is a map of our park, Blackstone River Valley. And if you think a bit about the title of our park, you might be wondering what is going on with Slatersville not actually being that close to the Blackstone River. Part of what is incredibly significant about the way that Slatersville comes into being is it's a different kind of company town, and it uses water a bit differently. Before there was a Slatersville, there was, of course, the indigenous homelands of several different groups. Today, we have territory lines that separate Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Historically, and up until the present, for thousands of years, this has been the homeland of the Narragansett, the Nipmuc, the Massachusetts, and the Wampanoag. When we talk about Slatersville today, we're talking about a place that is part of the town of North Smithfield. And when we look at this breakdown, we can see that within North Smithfield, we have several different places that are villages. They are smaller parts, smaller communities within a whole. Several hundred years ago,